President Bush's growing isolation on Iraq has just deepened. His plan to restore order by increasing US troops has just been rejected by a key Senate committee. It's not a binding vote, but will add to the pressure for him to reconsider the plan. We'll have the latest from Washington in a moment, but first, this program has obtained a shocking insight into what is going on in Baghdad. The scale of everyday brutality, the sectarian cleansing of city neighborhoods as doors are daubed to signify death threats unless families move, a shocking incident captured on camera as Iraqi soldiers pummel arrested suspects, egged on by whooping American soldiers. The incident, now under investigation, took place in the Baghdad suburb of Amaria at the end of last month. You may find some of the images in Jonathan Miller's exclusive report. Distressing.
Camp Liberty, Baghdad. Early on the morning Saddam died. Alpha Company, arming itself in prayer. Routine patrol today. The mission to hitch up with an Iraqi army unit for a run through a Sunni Muslim neighborhood of West Baghdad. Joint ops increasingly the norm here. The Americans are pretty relaxed. Up ahead, the Iraqi unit has stopped.
They're pretty much Rodney King it up these days.
You're not videotaping this, are you?
3 suspects pulled from a blue VW being given what the Americans call Rodney King treatment.
There's waters in the car.
Whoop his ass!
Hey, back up.
Let's execute those motherfuckers.
The Iraqi soldiers, almost exclusively Shia Muslims. They're handcuffed suspects, Sunni. Not one of the 25 Americans in Alpha Company dismounts or intervenes to try to stop this beating.
Dude, they are wearing this guy out, man. They're beating him with their rifles or feet.
The plastic bag beside him on the road contains 3 mortars. This beating continues unabated for several minutes. This is just a flavor of it.
Look at this shit. Throw his ass in the trunk. Face first.
Correct.
2 of them. There's 2 of them. 3 of them. Oh, shit. They're throwing them all 3 in the same trunk. I love it. Oh, my God.
They're manhandling them.
But it doesn't end there. 15 minutes up the road, the Iraqis stop again and drag one of the suspects out for some special treatment.
Oh. Get dog.
Once again, the US soldiers choose not to get involved. The indistinct voice in the radio says, "I'm trying to get them to stop beating the man. They won't quit." The answer from another Humvee?
What did he say?
He said, don't be so sensitive.
The purpose of these joint patrols is for the Americans to teach their Iraqi protégés how to win hearts and minds and end the bloodletting.
That's that old school shit.
Oh, God. AK butt stroke to the back of the head. Oh, I like it.
This photograph, taken from a slightly different angle, shows the blow land on the back of the bloodied suspect's neck. America is being drawn into the real battle for Baghdad, the sectarian cleansing between Shia and Sunni Muslims. Back at the Iraqi base, Sergeant Ernest Thomas, platoon commander on the left there, was shocked to realize the incident may have been filmed.
Hey, cut it off!
2 journalists provided sworn witness statements on this incident to the US military. Sergeant Thomas was suspended and an investigation launched. Christmas Day, 5 days earlier. Same US cavalry division, this time Bravo Company.
3 more dead bodies or 3 more people?
A 16-year-old's been murdered, shot dead in the family bakery, a Shia family bakery. This is Qadra district, West Baghdad. Was mixed, Sunni Shia, now it's gone Sunni, owing to hundreds of extrajudicial killings like this.
No one saw a white Peugeot come through here? About 10 minutes ago, they killed a little boy up the road.
But it was a token investigation. That was it. Not a hope in Baghdad of finding the young man's killers. Local police in Qadra say that there are more than 60 killings every month now in a district of 30,000 people, the size of a small town. Bravo company's taken the body to Yarmouk Hospital, central Baghdad, a hospital on the front line of the violence that's consumed this city. Sectarian death squads prowl the wards here. Many doctors and nurses have fled in terror.
I still have to get pictures. So we get them on the ground, open the bag up, I have to take pictures. We haven't searched.
Yarmouk gets most of the car bomb and shooting victims from West Baghdad. Another gurney trundles in. This man's been shot. Follow it, the surgeon says. The emergency room's a squalid mess. No car bomb victims so far today. All these men have gunshot wounds. Some are in pretty bad shape. The hospital's hopelessly under-equipped. Often there is no anaesthetic. By May, the planned surge in US troop levels will see a total of more than 30,000 deployed in Baghdad. Their prime job will be to stop the bloodletting, the work of criminal gangs, insurgents and sectarian militia empowered by this security vacuum. George Bush said US withdrawal would result in mass killings on an unimaginable scale. But that's already happening. A Sunni death squad has painted a red X on this man's house. It's the neighborhood in which the Iraqi troops beat up the Sunni suspects. Hamid's a Sunni too. His problem is that he's married to a Shia. His wife's upset because they've received this death threat.
So this is a Sunni letter to a Shia. Is that basically what it is?
Final warning, it says. Leave or we'll cut your tongues out, behead you and eradicate your whole family. It's signed in the name of Allah, the Compassionate, the Merciful, by 4 Sunni militia groups.
All right. Tell him this is a tip card. This will let him talk directly to Americans.
The platoon lieutenant gives Hamid a card with a telephone number.
They're okay.
Call us if you have any problems, he says as he leaves. We're right on a neighborhood front line here. Al-Adl district was mixed, now Sunni. Yesterday, the new US commander for Iraq was asked in Senate hearings whether the greater American presence in the capital would deepen resentment. At this point he replied, people just want security, and truthfully they don't care who does it. Few in Baghdad would argue with that sentiment. It's just the sinking feeling that 5 additional US brigades still won't deliver that security. 2 local lads, both Sunni, warn the Americans not to venture any further up this road. Snipers, they say. An old woman shot 2 days before. But there are snipers on both sides. 6 soldiers from Bravo Company enter a derelict house. Al-Adl, their new assignment. They have to check it out. On the roof, the snipers' nests, 2 firing positions. The US Army dubs these neighborhood divides Baghdad's ethnic fault lines. Across there, Huria, once mixed, now a Shia district.
Hey, yeah, that house right over there with the red satellite dish, it's got bullet holes all over it. Yeah.
The Americans have been surprised to find all this. It seems they genuinely didn't know what it was like. They're documenting what they find so they can tell their commanders. A gulf of understanding and a waste ground that's become a no-man's land for Iraq's new warlords, across which bullets and mortars fly.
Jonathan Miller reporting, and the cameraman was Ashwin Raman, the producer Phil Sands. And you can see that report again in full on the Channel 4 News website at our usual address.